Hey everybody, James Yeager with Tactical Response. Got a special guest with me. We're going to do a series of videos. This will be the first one. He is an alumnus. Please introduce yourself and tell him what you do.
Hey guys, I'm Jerry Smith. I'm a PA over in Kentucky. I am a Tactical Response alumnus, and we opened a testosterone clinic over in Paducah, Kentucky.
I found out about this clinic because his friends came to take a battle rifle class, and he wasn't with them. And they said he was at some convention or something for gay people. Or something.
Yeah, no, we deal with a bunch of dudes. We do a lot of dudes, but it wasn't for that. No.
All right, so seriously, good dude here. They have opened a tea clinic in Paducah, Kentucky. Yes, that's where Tim's from. Considering Clarksville, but for right now, Paducah. And the reason I brought him here is because they're close enough. If you come to take a class at Tactical Response, or maybe on your way or way home, you set up an appointment and stop by, and you're saying, well, but I can't keep going back. They can mail you your stuff after you have your initial assessment, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to go through a series of common questions that people have about testosterone and testosterone therapy and all that stuff. And anything I say should be completely disregarded. I am not a doctor or a professional in this in any way.
Okay.
You should all be taking testosterone. Go.
Absolutely. So, who should get screened? Guys,
what does screening mean? What do you mean?
Screening to us means a full bank of labs that would entail not only things like blood count, chemistries, liver function.
Okay, so they're hearing this is going to cost money. Now, this is a cash clinic. How much does the screening cost?
We have packages.
Yeah,
we have packages that start about $100 a month. If you become a member where we start a package like that, we don't like to do a la carte stuff.
Would you answer the damn question?
It's about $100 to $150 a month for initial, get all your labs, all the medicines, all the injection stuff to do it.
Okay, so that's nothing.
Yeah, it's like almost free.
No, really. I mean, seriously. Like, if somebody's thinking about tests, to get your test done and get on the medications, it's out of pocket. It's going to be $150 a month ish.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right. Continue.
We talk about who needs to be screened. So, if you have an energy deficit, if you have low libido, low sex drive, the want to.
If you're a dude.
If you're a dude. If you're having sleep dysfunction, if you're having memory trouble.
If you're a dude.
Joint pain, weakness.
If you're over 18 and you're a dude.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If you're a dude, you should come get screened.
Testosterone is connected to so many things that you might not even understand. Like, everybody understands like the low energy thing.
Sure.
But since I've done testosterone, I can sleep better.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of that stuff that people don't understand, and so that's what we're going to try in this series. That's what we're going to try to do is educate you on these things. Now, as the series continues, post your questions underneath. So when he and I get back together, so we'll go back through and try to find those questions and answer those questions as we continue this series. But we'll continue it as long as he has the energy. And he should, and you guys have the questions. We'll continue the series. So
the responsibility to get screened never ends.
No. Anyway, so what was the first question that is commonly asked? Probably all that shit we just went over.
All the stuff we just went over. Yeah.
Well, what's one more thing? Like a common question.
How do they determine testosterone levels? Is another good one. So people come from their family docs and they say, well, they told me I was normal, and so the normal ranges are like 300 to say 1200. And that doesn't account for age. We can get into that in another video. But the other value that we want to know is not just your total T, it's the free testosterone, the most important part, the only unbound component of this that can actually do what you want to do, energy, muscle building. And so we screen both free and total, and sex hormone binding globulin, and estrogen levels are important. But there's a lot more to it than just people come to us and go, my free T or my total T was 600, but I still feel like crap. There's a lot more in this that goes into the thought process of why we dose and how we dose.
I got to say something, and again, disregard everything I say. If you go to an old doctor, they're going to tell you that you're fine, and you're not. So if that normal range is 300 to 1200, and you're at 250, they're going to tell you you're fine. I'm going to tell you you're not fine unless it's at 1200. So like if you go to a younger doctor, you're far more likely to get good advice on testosterone than you are by going to the old family doctor. That's what I have found to be true.
Absolutely. Well, the other thing is I get guys that come in and they're, say they're 35 years old and their T's 400. That's technically normal. But then the 70-year-old comes in and his T's 400. So should a 70 and a 35 be the same T? No, absolutely not. There's a whole lot more that goes into this. And so the 70-year-old might have, a free of 12.5, and the 30-year-old for some reason has 8.
Okay. What's the difference between free and your regular testosterone?
Total testosterone can be bound to protein in your blood, usually albumin, usually sex hormone binding globulin.
Okay, whoa. What's the difference between free testosterone and regular testosterone? I don't mean it medically. What's the difference to me, like in English?
Free testosterone is active. It can bind and the androgen receptor and do the things you want. Energy, libido.
So it's really the only number I really care about is free testosterone.
You care about both for some other complicated reasons, but yes, functionally.
See, I like that. Just other complicated reasons. That's all he had to say.
It's not a biochem.
Listen, I don't fucking have to learn Latin to have these goddamn conversations.
Yeah, so free is much more important to me than total.
Okay. All right. That's enough for now. I think we have bombarded them with information. So we're going to continue this. Again, post your questions underneath, and we will answer them as soon as we can. But continue to watch the rest of the series. We're going to do several videos, and hopefully we'll be able to answer what you have. Where can they find out more information about you?
RevivePaducah.com. And we're also on Facebook. Revive Paducah on Facebook, but RevivePaducah.com has package info, has all the other side stuff we do. Send us an email, shoot us a call.
I'll put the link underneath, and if you're coming to a class or on your way home, check these guys out. And if you're coming with a group, they might just come down here and do a road trip and hang out with you and do a drink screening here at the shop.
We can talk about that.
James Every Title Response reminding you that your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.